All right, good morning, everyone. If you're outside, you can start making your way inside. That would be great. If you're milling about, we're going to begin. We have an exciting program today. We're going to be hearing some wonderful tests from GPA participants from our community. So we have some locals sharing their experiences, so it's going to be quite nice. First, I just want to congratulate the 2075 couples for 40 years. Amazing. I heard you had a big party yesterday. Hopefully that could make it up this morning. Didn't stay up too late. It's good. Also the 6,000 couples. Let's get another anniversary. That's beautiful. I enjoy, maybe in 40 years, I also will be, it'll be nice. All right, so we're going to start things off with some announcements. Got some slides. This is the first time I do announcements in a long time. Let's see if I can keep. All right. So first off, Shahakwa, amazing experience. Been going for 18 years. This is, I think, the first year where I don't go. But the weekend, we have a cool performing arts festival and retreat. So anyone that can really sing, play an instrument, this be a place for you to really come together with other brothers and sisters that also have talent in this area. You guys can work together. That's July 29th to July 31st. And of course, the second week of Shahako, which will take place right afterward, is still available. Those spots open the first week, sadly, is all, which is amazing. That's done by Esther, run by Dan S. Maryland, who also does an amazing job. Next. I'm sure you've all heard, but we're going to have a Chumbo event right here at Belvedere on July 23rd to the 24th. That'll be an exciting experience. A lot of people will show up. I'm sure you all remember the last time that happened. East Garden staff probably a little more stressful, not maybe that great of a memory because there's a lot of work to do. But that will happen. So make sure that you sign up and register for that. Also, something that we're starting is our young adult ministry, trying to bring it back. So to see what people want, if you're an adult from 40 to 18 or 18 to 40, we have a survey that you could fill out. That would be great. Just to really see what our community needs and wants so that we can create something for them. Also, there will be some activities after Sunday service. There is a lunch. I've been told many times that it's $1. So if you have $1, it's $1 for lunch. But there's also going to be some fun games, indoor and outdoor activities, just to spend time as a community. Of course, you can also spend it talking to each other, which is also very important. And now I would like to actually invite up Masai-san for the BFM thing that's happening after service.
Good morning, everybody. Today we're going to have matching support as office hours. We are going to talk about MatchNet. So right after service, exactly 30 minutes after, we're going back here. And then if you have if you brought your devices, bring it together. Yeah. And then try to set it. Yeah, MatchNet is like if you don't know what is MatchNet, it's like policeman going to his work without a badge and gun. So it's really important. So please stay and come after that. Thank you.
All right. So once again, it's happening after service, exactly 30 minutes after service, so that you guys can, if you're already matched, it's for your kids then, just to make it clear. All right. So it with announcements. So let's all stand up and let's sing some songs.
Hello, everybody. How are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. We have some beautiful songs here for you. I'm sure you brought your beautiful voices. Let's begin with the first song, the Principal Youth March. This song is dedicated to our youth today and to our speaker. I'm sure this will inspire him to support the Principal Youth March. Everybody say, hey, hey. We are the youth, soldiers of the truth, called by our God on high. Now is the time, march to the road, sounding the battle cry. Too long the dark night of sin held in fear the people of the world. We'll drive the darkness away, bringing in the new day. Lift high, lift high, the banner of truth on high. March forward, crossing the sea to the ends of the earth. Heaven and earth, all are made anew, blessed by the light of God. Evil and sin vanish away, in the holy fire. This is the land of the heart, every people living as one, and voices filling the land sing a joyful song. Lift high, lift high, lift high, the banner of truth on high. March forward, crossing the sea to the ends of the earth. Proud is my heart. Proud is my heart, bursting with my hope. We are the youth of God. See how we go, moving as one, marching at His command. Bright colors shine in the ranks. Every people, every race of man, will shake the heaven and earth with a victory song. Lift high, lift high, better on. March forward, crossing the sea to the ends of the earth. Lift high, lift high, the banner of truth on high. March forward, crossing the sea to the ends of the earth. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. So the next song we're going to it's a song of unity, but it's not the song of unity. It's till all my people are one. We need to stand together We need to work together. We need to help each other till we are all one. So we're gonna sing the song. Verse 1 will be sung by the men. Verse 2 will be sung by the women. So let's hear your voices when your turn comes. Till all my people are one. Here we go. Stand together for one unity. Work for one as we love. And together in all that you do. Till all my people are one. All the men, all the men, all the men. Spread the peace, my brother. Spread it everywhere. Help the world know right from wrong. Help the world to stand. And together for what you believe. All together. Work for what must be done. Help each other in all that you do. Till all my people are one. All the women. Everybody now. Stand together for one unity. Work for what must be done. Help each other in all that you do. Till all my people are one. All together, sing out. Sing out the joy of living. Sing your song on high. The truth of mankind is that you're supposed to live on God. Stand together for what you believe. Work for what must be done. Help each other in all that you do. Till all my people are one. Till all my people. Till all my people are one. Till all my people. Till all my people are one. Till all my people are one. Into this world came a child of beauty. He was meant to be free, and all living things will rejoice as he sings, and his Father is grateful proud. Sending down as he walks through fields of green, which soul he has seen, and Father will smile as he looks on his child, and the rainbow will break through the clouds. Love each other. These are the words of our Father. He has given you all you need to see you through this world. Bright is his hope. One by one his family grows. The petals of the rose unfolding, bearing the fragrance of love. His children will dance in the sun. Love
each other. These are the words of our Father. He has given you all you need to see through this world. Oh, each other. These are the words of our Father. He has given you all you need to see through this world.
Yes, he has. Thank you so much. You really saved it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, song team. All right. If you could all join me in prayer. Dearest, most beloved Heavenly Parent and true parents, thank you for this wonderful Sunday where we could be here together as the Belvedere family community, as one family under you, God. And we can really spend this time listening of our younger brothers and sisters' experience as they took either 1, 2, or the 3 last years on GPA, where they could really, either go out witnessing or fundraising, finding out about themselves, finding out about their relationship with you, God, the relationship with themselves, with their parents, with each other, and really begin to grow that and become and mature. And seeing these brothers and sisters, seeing where they started and what they have become is so amazing. And it's just an honor to see where they have gone throughout these last few years. And so I'm sure you will speak through them, and hopefully you can all listen with an open heart, open mind, and really take in everything that they say. So let's have a wonderful time here together. I invite you to enjoy this time with us, God. And I pray this in my name and all our names here, Tenth Union Yasmin Leary, Central Couple, Jew. All right. So as I said, we're going to be listening to some testimonies from some wonderful Generation Peace Academy participants. It's really quite amazing. I've had the honor to work with them for some of them last 2 years or last year. And it's been really amazing watching them grow and develop and mature. And so, we're actually going to start off with one brother. Oh, do I click? One brother who I was able to actually spend some quality time together with in a small center in Albania. We were able to talk and really share and open up. But also, just watching him as he was witnessing, as he was approaching people, as he fought to really try to love the people of Albania, the people of the city, Korcha. But also then afterwards, as he grew and trying to love his team, but also God and true parents through fundraising, through our spring competition. And it was really amazing watching him grow, especially since I've known him since he was like this big. And it was really amazing. So first off, I would like to welcome up our brother Akihiro Funakoshi.
Sorry, give me a second. I just don't want to go over time, so I'm making a timer. Yeah, it just shows how many experiences I had over this last year or like 9 months. So just well, my name is Akihiro Funakoshi. Nice to meet all of you. There are my parents over there with the phone. Yeah. And there's a lot I want to say about GPA in general, and not too much time, like maybe 5 minutes. But 3 points I'll just be going over. It's just like who I was before, who I am now, and what I want to become. Before GPA, I thought I had like a great life of faith. Like I went to Chung like 2 times, 40 days each, and like I always attended like the summer and winter workshops, and I always like did this or that. Even like doing like with the whole DP just like over the summer just because I just felt like it. But like even though like I thought I was doing all that I knew I could to strengthen my life of faith, I still like kind of like stuck in my relationships. 'Cause even though I might have had this foundation of faith, as you all like the DP, like this foundation of substance, like I had no idea how to do. Just like I wouldn't have like friends of faith. I wouldn't have people to rely on or trust. And even though I might have like known God's word and might have known like what I need to do, I didn't have like an aim figure, so I couldn't really do anything like that. I couldn't actually like receive God's love through them. But that's like a lot of like DP terminology. Basically, I was just stuck in a place where I didn't want to be and I didn't know how to get out. And during GPA, I was forced to do a lot of things I didn't want to do. Uh, just like probably Dentyu Hyung or Dentyu could attest. Just like having to like love people that I didn't know or people that I really struggled with their character or their background or all these different things. I struggled with those everyone. And it just showed like how small my heart was, but how much it could grow. And one thing I really took out of GPA was this self awareness that I have a lot of like arrogance built up in myself, just thinking like, oh, I did all these things for God, so this is just like, you know, Abel. I did all these things, so it makes me better than you, or something like that. And it really shows like the only way that Abel could be saved is by helping that like if like Abel just like went to God, just like, oh, this is what I did, this is what I offered. I think about this a lot. Like, if I went to heaven, then I don't bring anyone else with me. Like, that just said that like God was like, cool. What were you doing your whole life? Why didn't you save my children? So that just shows who I want to become, even though I might have this like arrogance, this self-awareness in myself. I still have a lot to work on, and what I want to become is someone just I guess talk more to people. Even though I might do the life of faith habits and pray and do hundoken stuff, only by like getting more involved in the community can I really come close to God. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Aki. Quite amazing. Yeah, really watching him overcome that has been beautiful. And yeah, he'll be staying. He's actually going to be becoming a Chunoguk missionary. So he'll be going next year. He's going back and he'll be tackling some country in the big wild world and really loving those people. And I know he will do amazing. Speaking of Chunoguk missionary, the next person I'm inviting up is a sister, Alex Zalowski. I never know how to say her last name. I'm so sorry. But Alex will be sharing about her experience in Romania this year. Really, life-changing experience. And really, seeing her grow as well has been amazing. I could never imagine that she would still be here doing second year and then even now a third year. Really just actually becoming a really beacon of hope and amazing, just so beautiful in her life of faith and her sharing it to other people and in herself. So if we could all welcome up Alex.
Hi, good morning. Um, yeah. So I'm going to be going over the same points to who I was before GPA, who I am now, how GPA has changed me, and yeah, what I'm going to do moving forward. Yeah. So before GPA, I would say that I was pretty lost. Yeah, especially throughout high school. Yeah, I would say that yeah, I didn't really have much of a clear direction in my life or a life of faith. Yeah, or a relationship with God, and yeah, I feel like relationships with my family were difficult as well. Um, yeah, so it was pretty hard within high school, and I would say, whew, sorry, um, yeah, I changed a lot actually. Looking at my growth from before GPA till now, yeah, I felt that my main value system in high school was like that came from my environment. Anything else but God. Yeah, my main center was what other people thought of me, or my environment, my appearance. I struggled a lot with myself and confidence, and I would have never imagined myself speaking up here in front of you guys 2 years ago. But yeah, I felt like I really shut myself off from satisfied with the way that I was doing, and I felt like something was calling me towards GPA. Yeah, I started looking into like existentialism in high school, and I was wondering like, what's the purpose of life? Like, why am I here? Um, yeah, and that's kind of like what pushed me to go to GPA actually, um, with the help of like friends who reached out to me, and um, yeah, I just wanted more of a clear direction in my life too. Yeah, so during GPA, my first year, it's a lot of struggle, of course, but yeah, I learned about who God is. I learned that God is. I learned that God is present in my life, and God is here, and He's my parent that loves me so much. Um, yeah. Uh, so especially during my first year, it was like God was setting up the foundation for um, yeah, this next year on GPA that I just graduated from. But yeah, yeah, um, yeah. So it was a lot of like building this foundation of faith my first year, and then the second year on GPA, where I was able to go to Romania for 4 months and yeah, witness there. With my brothers and sisters, it was an amazing experience. 10 out of 10 recommend it if you want to go. But yeah, it was so beautiful because I felt that I was creating a relationship with principal. Also, God was teaching me how to create relationships with other people too. Yeah, going into it, I had like this big doubt or fear that um, yeah, like I'd have to invest my all into these guests. Like their spiritual lives would be in my hands, and I felt that I wasn't capable of doing that. A lot of doubt going into it, but yeah, God. If you want to hear about more, I'll be happy to share. But yeah, God showed me like yeah, a lot of the beauty of relationships, especially through studying principles of creation. Like it's the entire DP is like about relationships, and that's how God created us to be, to live within these relationships, to a relationship with Him, most importantly. Um, yeah, so so I learned the importance of principle and how important relationships are to, yeah, and like most importantly, I feel like a big takeaway that I gained from this time in Romania was like how much your parents love me. Like my first year, it was really, really hard for me to have faith in true parents, to accept and believe that they actually love me, and that there are people like that in the world that are that perfect in love. Um, yeah, but during this time on GPA, practicing how to love others through witnessing, opened up my heart to true parents and like really helped me learn more about their heart too. Yeah, so I feel like, yeah, I've learned like so much about how true parents loves me, not only myself, but like everyone here and everyone all across the world, how much they sacrifice for us. And that fills my heart up with so much love just thinking about it actually. But yeah, so I would say coming from before GPA till now, my faith has changed a lot. It came from non-existent to yeah, I found a lot of value and hope in the third year. Yeah, I want to continue to grow my faith. I want to be a pillar for my family and for people around me, my friends of faith, and yeah, just everyone. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I want to continue to invest into this next year. But yeah, thanks for listening.
Thank you, Alex. Amazing. I think you're really testifying to how incredible witnessing is. I'm sure almost everyone here has gone witnessing at some point in their life of faith. And it's, something that really transforms you, right? Learning how to take care of someone from the ground up, to really help someone in their life of faith, to see how it changes them, how the divine principle, how the parents change their life. For us, especially second gen, we were born into it. So we never have a conversion experience, right? So watching someone else go through that conversion experience is really precious. So thank you for that, Alex. And yeah, continuing with the idea of witnessing, we have someone who just completed his third year. Toshio Barber was a center leader or a country leader in Skodra, Albania, who has really become a faith and really been able to help to overcome their obstacles in their faith, but also then tackling the challenges of witnessing amazingly. And as I heard, become an amazing lecturer. I heard 1 or 2 lectures that are amazing. I must say, you have something to look forward to if you ever hear or get the chance to hear him speak. But please help me in welcoming up Toshio Barber.
Good morning, everybody. Wow, it's packed. I'm in the front row, so I can really see all you guys back there. Yeah, that's my name, Toshio. They're my parents over there. Dominic and Tosco Barber. Great job. My sister's over there too. But yes, so who was I before GPA? I was Toshio Barber. But it's different me. I also did some studying divine principle. I went to this workshop called Epic a few times, studied it a couple times. But I'm sure if you guys have listened to Dr. Young or read any of his words, if you lecture divine principle, you practice it, you're screwed. Which is true. It's so true. So the past 3 years have been a great experience. Like Aki was saying, forced to love people. And it was great. At the same time, I hate it. But that's life, right? That's life of faith. So, yeah, I did 3 years. First, I was just going to do 1 year. Okay, I'll move on from there. And then it's like, okay, I need some more training. Our year got cut short. I'm sure all the third years from this year remember. It got cut short because of COVID. And I felt like I didn't get the full experience. And I was like, I didn't really break through. And it was funny enough, Uncle Roland was comfortable enough with me to tell me, yeah, there's something about you. There's nothing broken through. I don't know what it is. You're struggling with something. I don't know. And then, so I did a second year, and I did CIG. Recommend it for anybody that's in high school or on GPA. Yeah, that was an interesting mess of experiences because there's still COVID going on, and we were witnessing and fundraising and doing everything that we weren't supposed to do, CDC guidelines, but it's okay. God still calls us, and we need to follow through. And then I did a third year, and that was the pinnacle of my 3 years. I'd say it was definitely the highlight. I remember I kind of like really, I wanted to become a leader. I think that the same arrogance with like studying environment as well, like I'm good with my life faith. It was definitely full in my heart. So I was like, I want to be a leader, I want to be a team leader. And then they told me nope. And okay, I said, all right, that sounds good. So I'll or like a fundraising captain. That's what I wanted to be. So I got denied that, and then I kept working on my life faith. And the third year came around, and I completely relinquished that idea of being a leader in any sense. It's like, okay, I'll work on witnessing because I'm struggling with this. So we go into, usually it's you do a month of training for witnessing in fall. We call it fall training. Then after that, you do some fundraising for a month, and then you go off to your countries for 4 or 5. This year they're doing 7 months. I would love to do 7 months, but so I'd gone into fall training as an assistant team leader, and I was having a great time. We were in the Bay Area helping out with CARP in UC Berkeley. So we were living at the Hearst House at the time. It was a great experience. And then all of a sudden, they put all of us Chinook missionaries on a call, and they say, guess what? 13 of you are going overseas in 10 days, which is completely contrary to what we had expected. And they pulled up the list of teams, and they were like, Toshio Barber, you're the team leader. And then my heart dropped. Oh my God, I was not ready. So I had talked with my leaders a few times, and I was talking to Uncle Marcus Bonoy and Christine Froelich, and they're both pretty conclusive. Yeah, there's not enough time to really train you, so just stick tight, and when you get to Albania, we'll see what happens. So I went along with it. In the first month, I was like, God, what am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. And I had Preston on my team. He is a blessing. And as a Nitro, I had Kazuo Takami's son, Akifo Takami. He's a great man. But the entire time I was struggling my brains out because I didn't really know what I was doing, or didn't feel like I knew what I was doing. But I guess I had gotten what I asked for at the very beginning. And it was tough. I was like, okay, so we're witnessing, and we open this office for 8 hours a day. Like, that's fine. Okay, I can take care of people for 8 hours. And then you give me a team of people, and I take care of them for 24/7. That's, oh, wow, that's another story. But it was really amazing seeing everybody grow. And I feel like my availability, I guess, God worked through that. But I just kept lecturing. There aren't so many people in our city that necessarily spoke great enough English to receive lectures. But I thought I'd be visiting for this long, living in meeting people on the street that I really would never have thought to meet in all of my life. And we're trying to teach them divine principle. Just that, I feel like that sense of availability was especially what God worked through. And so I like let go of everything. And I felt so involved, so passionate about the mission in Albania. And we struggled a lot. And we struggled with our unity. The first month, it really felt like our center leader, she told us, it was pretty accurate. She was like, yeah, we just feel like people living in a house together, but not really like a family, that rang true. But eventually we sat down. The Albanians, for some reason, I said the phrase brutal honesty once, and they loved it. Like, this thing, I love the idea of brutal honesty. Because that's their understanding of sincerity. When they're completely honest with somebody, and they feel like they can share their heart with them in an honest way, and they'll call you out on whatever you're doing wrong. Or they'll lift you up because they feel it in their heart. But that's their brutal honesty. And so we had that conversation. It was incredible. It was difficult. It felt like you're, like waxing hair off your skin, but it made it smooth. It was great after that. Yeah, so God really worked that experience, and I had a chance to help raise spiritual children of my own, also our like guests in general. It was a really amazing experience, and I met so many amazing people that are impressed in my heart. I'll never forget raising them and supporting them and receiving divine principle. And like, most second gen, they struggle a lot with divine principle and true parents and what exactly in necessarily in our hearts. It's hard to feel it in our hearts. But I feel like that experience of sharing with others and seeing people right in front of your eyes saying like, where's true father? Why can't I meet him? Or for them to feel like they've found their purpose in life or their value or a way to achieve that purpose is incredible. So it made me realize how significant, how important the experience or the formula course that Father talks about is in our life. And it's amazing. But moving forward, sorry guys, I'm leaving. But I'm going down to Maryland to help out with CARP there. I feel a strong calling. But don't worry, it just goes to show that you guys are pumping out global citizens in New York. All three of us actually went to the same high school. So it's good. This little community here in Tarrytown, pumping out some great people. So I'm extremely grateful for everybody in this community. I feel like it's uplifted me so much, especially youth ministry. God, I wouldn't be alive without them. So I'm very grateful. You guys soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Tosh. Yeah, his staff, or the ones that are in charge of the Chunuk Missionary, could never stop talking about how amazing of a leader he was, how well he took care of the team, and how able he was to really share principle to literally anyone. So just seeing this growth, and Maryland is lucky to have him. Sad for us, but it's okay. We have now the whole afternoon, can really talk to him and really, cry and be like, oh, we should stay. But of course, having only a few minutes to share about either 1, 2, 3 years of experience is really difficult. I really encourage you guys to talk to them and talk about and ask them questions about their experiences because they have a lot to share. They've grown a lot immensely in many different ways. These are all the people from our community, a few staff, but then all the other ones that either have done a couple years. And I encourage you to talk to them. There's a few here. We have, of course, Yosuke, who finished his 3rd year. We have my brother who finished his 2nd year, Eric, who did the 1st year, and Tyrone that did the 1st year. We have quite a few are here today. And just in our community, I think it's quite rare. So I do encourage you to reach out to them and talk to them. Actually, something that we were supposed to do after service was have some question answering. But many of the high schoolers are too tired from service this morning. We're going to post it until a later date. It's okay. But of a high schooler and want to know more, please talk to them. You can also talk to me. And we'd be glad to talk to you. And so thank you so much. Let's give them another round of applause.
Hi, everybody. So I wasn't planning to say anything today. I'm recovering from a little bit of a cold, but I was just so inspired by the testimonies today. Let's give them another round of applause. That was amazing. It's crazy, seeing these, young people, being youth ministry, being a staff back in the day, and they were so like young and small, and now they're like adults. They're sharing their testimony about God. It's amazing. But one of the reasons why I wanted to do a testimony a day for the GPA kids was that I really feel like when people come back from a transformative experience like GPA, it's very easy to come back to your community and kind of feel like this shock of like, oh, this, like, I changed, but everything is still the same as it was before. And for myself, going through my own kind of transformative experience and coming back into the community, that it's very easy to kind of get pulled back to our old ways, get pulled back to our old way of thinking. But I think part of that actually is because we as a community, we sometimes we still relate to people as the way that we thought they were in the past. Like we're like, oh, this person, oh yeah, I know this person, I've known them all their life since they were a young person, and we just treat them like, they're still that person, right? And so they kind of get that message, like, oh, I'm still being treated this way. Maybe I am like that. Maybe I am still this like little kid who doesn't really know God and this and that. So part of that whole environment, right, is the way that we relate to one another, the way that we relate to these brothers and sisters. And so I really wanted to make sure that when they come back, that we get a chance to get to know not who they were, because we might already have an idea of who they were, but who are they right now, and really make a commitment as a community that we're going to relate to them as the people that they are right now, the people that God really raised them up to be through their experience. And make that commitment so that they can feel that pulled by the standard that we see them, like this is who they are, and we know that they're this, and they're even so much greater, and they're going to keep growing. So if you get a chance to talk to them and sit down, listen to their story, and get to know just how much God really worked in their life, I think it'll be so inspiring, but also it'll help us to relate to them more as the people that they are today. And I know that there were some people who didn't get a chance to share today, some graduates as well. So definitely we want to hear your testimonies at some point. I was thinking, could we just invite them all up right now just to take a quick picture? Because I know some of you guys are leaving real soon, so we want to make sure we capture the moment. So let's just welcome up all the GPA grads to come up to the stage and take a picture together. Thank you. Why don't you can come up too. You're part of it. And Tyrone as well.
All right. Thank you, Justin. So once again, please talk to them, get to know them and their experiences. It's amazing. That concludes our service. Just a reminder, there is lunch afterwards. It'll be $1. Yell at me. Okay, $1, guys. Also, for once again, young adults, there is a picture in the back, a QR code. You can scan it, and then you can answer the form on your phone. All right. Just a reminder to all the young adults out there. All right. Thank you, guys. So let's all stand up and let's sing one last song together.
This was such a beautiful service. I'm really so impressed and admire our youth. They're incredible. They're so incredible. There's sometimes words are very inadequate. Words cannot express how beautiful these young people are.
I have a new keyword for the day.
Yes, what is it?
Availability.
Yeah,
I love that. Yeah. Available to God.
And that came from Mr. Master Barber.
Listen to every word you said.
Father like son. Let's begin. Let's close this service, this beautiful, with the Song of Unity.
우리의 소원은 더 소원은 동일 이 모습 앞서서 더 우리여 Convivioso, convivio ora. Our cherished hopes are for you. It's our dreams are for unity. Give our lives for unity. Among unity. Unity saving the people. Unity saving our nations. Come here quickly. Unity. Among unity.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Everyone, have a great week.
Happy Independence Day.